Hi, since you guys are working on this self-portrait, I figured you probably are going to need to know how to use your tripod. You can set your camera up on a different surface. You don't necessarily have to use the tripod, and I know even if you might have a camera at your school, the tripod might be somewhere else. So you might have to figure out an alternative way to use your camera on some sort of stable surface. So you could do that. You could set your camera up on your counter for sure, or your desk, or whatever the case may be. So just because I say use a tripod, you can find alternative ways to get your camera stabilized. That being said, though, you should have access to a tripod, and if you look at the tripod that you've got, your tripod will probably come approximately looking like this, more or less. Okay, these legs extend out, so you can extend them out to about, about to eye level, I would say. So you extend out all three legs so that it's even. Obviously, you don't want one leg to be way longer than the others because then your camera would tip over, right? So you pull the legs out and then you widen the base. So then your camera's going to fit on here. And when you get your tripod, it should have this little plate stuck into the top of it. So all you need to do to release that plate is pull this lever. So when you got your tripod, it probably looked about like that. So you pull this lever to release the plate. So now I have the plate right here, and that is what screws into the bottom of your camera. So there are threads on this plate, and this is just going to screw into the bottom of my camera. So you just match up the hole with the end of the threads, and then tighten that. Don't over tighten it because you do run the risk of actually cracking the bottom of your camera. So definitely don't do that. So now that my tripod, the plate is screwed into the bottom of my camera, it should fit into the tripod. You have to turn it around the right way. These only fit in one way. So they're rectangular, not square. So you have to have it in the right way. And when you do, you should just be able to tighten the lever over, and that should hold it securely. So now my camera is pretty tightly attached to my tripod. And the use of the tripod, just play around with it a little bit and you'll get this all figured out. This handle right here, if you loosen the handle, it will tilt your camera forward, backward, okay, depending on actually how your camera is attached. If you have it tightened in a certain way, so if I loosen it or tighten it a little bit more, then I should be able to change it from landscape orientation to portrait pretty easily. And again, my camera is held in here pretty tightly, so I can let go of my camera and it will stay, but that is because I did everything that I needed to do first in order to get it nice and secure in there. So now I'm going to tilt that back up, tighten this handle again, and that should be good. The other thing you can do if you want to raise or lower your tripod is you can turn this little crank handle here, and that will raise it up or lower it down. So it should be about at eye level. I don't have my camera in a good spot here, but it should be about eye level. Okay, so that is how you use your tripod. So you'll probably need those skills for this project, your self-portrait project. All right, thanks.